question comes from Christina, and she says, Elisa, it drives me crazy when someone I love is about to do a big mistake in their lives. I just want to bust in with my advice, but then I remember that maybe it's none of my business. What should I do? Christina, thank you so much for your question. It is indeed a great one. Now, here's what I want you to know and everyone who's watching this video. It's something that I actually ask you to reflect upon. Isn't actually giving unsolicited advice the fastest way in which we can add bad karma to our lives without even realizing, and also a sure way to weaken our relationship with others? What do you think? So here's the thing. When we love someone, we want to protect them. We want them to be good. We want them to be happy. We want to guard them against all evil in the world, right? But now think upon this. Would you be who you are today if you wouldn't have learned from your mistakes? So you had that freedom. You have the freedom to learn from your mistakes. Now, why wouldn't you give this freedom to somebody else also? Isn't love giving someone the freedom to follow their heart, be themselves, make mistakes while we stay with them along their path? Because we all have our lessons to learn, and the best thing and the most spiritual thing to do is to assist each other, to support each other, not to control each other, not even to think about this, right? Now, there are two situations in which you can, let's say, bust in with your advice. The first one, it's when we're talking about a life-threatening situation, and this is not so fun. And the second one, this is a bit lighter than the previous one. It's when you are asked for it, right? So when someone asks for your advice, you can feel good and reward them with some words of wisdom from your own experience. Because the truth is that every time we give an advice, we give a part of ourselves, of our heart, of our mind, of our past, of our struggles, our pain, the lessons that we've learned. And that is priceless. That has to be cherished. If it's not asked for, it's not cherished. And it's a loss of your time and losing a part of yourself for nothing. Now, attention here. Sometimes we find ourselves on the other side. Sometimes there are people who really stress us with advice, and we're like, but I didn't ask for it. So here's what I want you to remember. The people who tend to stress you with their advice are usually the people who need to be seen the most. They need to be seen, they need to be cherished, they need to feel valued. So they pop into your life with their advice because on a deeper level, they want to be seen. So the best thing that you can do, it's not take it personally, because it's really not about you, it's about them. So you go on and thank them. Just thank them. See them. Appreciate them. Cherish them. Help them feel good. Help them fill up that void within themselves that tells us constantly that they are not enough. Make them feel that they are enough and that you value them, and I can guarantee that they will change, they will stop. Oh my gosh, it happens to all of us. I found myself in that situation, I admit, because a lot of things that I talk with you about on a daily basis are the things that I've been through, the lessons that I've learned in my own life, and maybe the things that made me suffer the most up until one point, and this is one of them. Or really, sometimes I bust into other people's lives with advice. Sometimes it was because I really cared about them so much, but on the other side, there were moments when I now realized that all I was seeking for was to be seen, to be valued and cherished. So no matter what situation you find yourself into, either you want to give that advice or you see yourself receiving unsolicited advice, be forgiving, be understanding, see beyond what is on the surface, because we are all humans. We try to make our way through life and do the best we can, And once again, our duty is to support each other, not to judge each other or bring each other down. Now, to sum it up, I guess that everyone knows by now that unsolicited advice creates resistance in our partners. And because sometimes we really want to get our message to the other person, just to make sure that they at least think about that. Here's my tip for you. You gotta watch the way you communicate, right? Because the only way for someone to really listen to your ideas is if they think those were their ideas. And in order to do this, you need a bit of skills when it comes to communication. So I want to recommend you to read an amazing book. It's a classic. It's written by Dale Carnegie, and I'm not sure I actually pronounced that good. I've never actually knew how to spell that in English. However, the book, it's a classic. It's named How to Win Friends and Influence People, and it's a must. Like, if you really want to get your ideas in the world and help others and connect with others in a wise way, in an honest way, I definitely recommend this book to you. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Guys, thank you so much for spending these minutes with me. I really hope this video was useful to you. And if you like it, make sure to love it and share it with friends. And also, if you want more videos, make sure to hit subscribe on my channel. And until next time, don't forget, if you want to be coached by me and break through what holds you back in achieving your goals and dreams, send me a private message and we'll set up a breakthrough coaching session which you're definitely gonna